Yo yo, what up everybody? I'm Jay the Kid. That's my boy Vonda Don. And as y'all know, last week we had a very special guest and he is returning. We got our boy talking smack with Chris. And ladies and gentlemen, this collab, as you know, when we do stuff with High C Media, when we do stuff with IPW, we always give ourselves a collab name. For this collaboration, we will be known as the Chair Shot Boys. All that means is full out action, full on bullshit, full on debates, and anything else in the wrestling universe. Without that being said, gentlemen, what did y'all grade this week of wrestling for WWE or AEW, depending on who you watch more?
Well, AEW, I've been pretty excited. I think it's pretty. I bring the pay per view. I'm watching it today. It starts at 7. Very excited. I mean, the last year and a half, AEW's been on fire. I think at worst, their worst show has been a 6 out of 10 in the last year. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but they've been putting on consistently good shit. WWE, I've really only watched for highlights and other content creators recapping. But outside of that, Saturday's main event looked kind of underwhelming from what I was told, but I don't know how true that is.
Great, you can't tell the IWC that. You know why?
What's
You know why
that?
the WWE stands say that? If you say their product underwhelming, you know what they say? Oh, you just a hater. You just
Yeah,
hating on Roman. If you're watching it, why even pay to watch it?
let's say you. We were talking about that earlier this week actually, and WWE fans mainly. I don't know about TNA. I'm not really watching TNA as I used to be, but a lot of WWE fans just love to bring the argument of, "Oh, if you just don't enjoy it, stop watching it." Dude, I watched the PG era. I watched 2016 to 2019 era. I've seen some dog shit. So if I think something bad, I feel that I can go, "Oh man, that's bad booking. That's a bad decision. That's I don't enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie and go, oh, it wasn't that bad. If something sucks, it sucks. I feel like all of us here can agree. Like you don't go to a restaurant and go, wow, that's awful. Let's go here every Sunday.
And then with WWE, they forgetting that we all like WWE was like literally our first love for wrestling. So we got every right to judge it. If the shit ain't hitting, it ain't hitting.
Exactly. Not many people grew up with hardcore wrestling families. Like I'm more. I feel like I'm some of the few people. My other cousins they wrestled the indies around where I'm from, South Carolina, North Carolina, even in Georgia. So I knew about Ring of Honor, TNA at a young age. For most people my age, were like, "What the hell's a TNA? Like who? What the
Mm-hmm.
hell's a Ring of Honor?" You know. So for most of us, you grew up watching WWE. That's all you had. And when you got 10, 11, 12, you can actually think about what you're watching. And go, why did you do that? That makes no sense. And most people go, "Oh, don't think too much. Just enjoy the show." Like what?
Nah,
Now, kind
I
of
feel you
back
on that.
pointing off that, I've mentioned in the past on the pod, and Jesse could attest to it. I've mentioned that, from a business perspective, WWE is doing the right thing. That's how you should want to, show your product. You should want to isolate yourself. But at the same time, as a wrestling fan, it's your job to look for other promotions, to look for outside things if you are dissatisfied with the product. I've always said, since we pretty much started this podcast, I really haven't been the hugest fan of this shit that WWE was doing, but can respect what they're doing because that's the business they've set up for the last 40 years. That's how they operate. But if I'm being honest, some of my favorite promotions have been the smaller promotions like Stardom, MLW, fucking
Ooh, yeah.
CCW. These smaller promotions where you really get to see these people who genuinely have a love for this sport, try to hone their craft in and not just, put on some bullshit.
But say no, I
Sneakily
agree
joining
with
us
that.
in, ladies and gentlemen, Broke Boy Bray. I just wanted to just throw that in there
So,
real quick.
Let's say no, I agree with him. I say Hog, Southbound Wrestling, MLW as well. There's been some great. I've been watching them off and on the last few years. They're really good shows, and unfortunately, a lot of WWE fans in this mentality. Oh well, if WWE sucks, everything else sucks, and I gotta stop watching wrestling for 6 months. It's
Story
no,
of
you
my
don't have to
fucking
do that
life.
no, I agree. I 100%.
because
I don't know. I just don't understand why people are so bothered by opinions on WWE
So,
when you not being paid by these motherfuckers. You not getting a
so
ticket. You
Jesse,
not going
I've
to
been kind
Mania.
of
You
talking to
not
Sam
gonna
about
get
this.
a
I think it
single
less
piece of
has to
nothing.
do with you enjoying something and more of everybody wants to be included in something nowadays. So, for example, you
Yeah.
can't just enjoy a hobby that you used to enjoy when you were younger without somebody in the space. So, for example, me and Sam love Pokemon. I have not been able to buy Pokemon cards in almost 2 fucking years because of scalpers. These people do not love this game. These people do not love Pokemon. These people are doing this purely for a marginal gain. And I feel like that has like kind of invaded a lot of spaces, including wrestling. You see a lot of people who aren't necessarily wrestling fans coming in and wanting to put opinions on what they think should be happening in professional wrestling. And it's like, no, you are the last person that should have anything to say on this topic. I'm not saying that anybody's point is invalid or, nothing can be criticized. But when you're coming into something that's been established and around for a very long time, and we have a very formulaic system, you cannot come in and expect them to change it to be what you want the product to be, and then get upset and criticize it when they're not doing the things that you want to see them do.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's crazy about that? Actually,
Go
I'm,
up.
I'm, I'm back up this point. You made a really good point. You know what started that a lot? The bloodline. A lot of new age wrestling fans came in because of Roman and stuff. And that's not Roman hate, because I'm glad Roman brought in business. But on the other hand, a lot of wrestling fans, co-workers of mine, have even said this kind of thing to me. Oh, I only don't watch because of bloodline stuff. I only like watching because of Jay and Roman. And it's like, that's not a bad thing. We all have our favorites. But like, when Jay was world champion, they had two sides of every argument. Why is our world champion eating? And they're like, oh my God, he's eating, so much fun. Yippee-ki-yay, I'm having a great time. And like, we're in 2026. The bloodline's still going on. It started in 2020.
It's been half a decade.
Yeah, exactly. It's been over half a decade. In 2020, I was 16. In 2020, I was 16. I'm now 22, moved out, engaged. I mean, I've went through the changes of life, and the bloodline's still fucking going on. Excuse my language, but it's still going.
You
Ah, that's
know,
that's
the
a
one
valid
thing I
act.
want to add to that real quick is just, you know who exactly I feel the same fucking way about? Like, it's still going and I don't understand
Mm.
the Judgment Day.
Amen. Amen.
Jesse,
Preach it.
Jesse,
Preach it.
Jesse. Have I not said the Judgment Day needed to die since 2020 fucking four?
Gang,
I saying I don't get why this faction has been going on so long when you have none of the original members. Ed's Cope is an AEW. Rhea Ripley's on fucking SmackDown. Damian Priest is on fucking SmackDown. Finn Balor is solo.
it's It's so funny because it's just been going on for so long. R-Truth and Damian Priest work with each other, and Edge is in a whole other company. That's how long this shit's been going. WrestleMania 38 is when it started. We're past 42 and it's still going.
They
my
doing
only
they
issue
doing
Four
with that
WrestleManias
being
ago and have
done,
found a way to drag it through four WrestleManias.
I just don't understand this idea of what. No, Bray, you can attest to this. The one thing I said about the Judgment Day is it is a success if it helps out other wrestlers.
And who
Did
was
it
it?
help Damian Priest? Yes. Did it help Finn Balor? No. Did it help Rhea Ripley? Yes. Did it help Edge? No. Did it help Dom? 50-50.
I would say
50-50
that
on
was
that.
definitely a 50-50 case because I feel like he has benefited from it, but it also took him a long time to start seeing those benefits play a factor into his career.
Exactly. That's my thing. It's like it's not going to help JD, because if it was going to help JD McDonough would have been a intercontinental champion by now.
How many
Not
times
tag
has he lost
team
to Finn
or
Balor in
anything
solo
else.
matches now?
Like,
Like 4 times?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
at least like
How would
three, four
how would
times.
that
Like,
be?
it's a best of seven without saying it's a best of seven. And it
That's
makes
what I'm
no
saying. Like, how
sense
would
to
that
me.
benefit? But even if we're doing a best of seven, Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, for example, they went back and forth. It was never like, oh, Melo's up two, Andrade down one. It was always like, no, there's not time. It's not.
Exactly. And the thing about it, why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it now, is because it's not going to help Roxanne Perez. It's not. Me personally, I would have rather seen Roxanne Perez on SmackDown not included in any of this Judgment Day shit.
Jesse, you
Because
know how high,
Roxanne is one of those wrestlers where it's like, oh, okay, undersized or whatever, but she reminds you of a modern day AJ Lee to me, personally.
Jesse, you know how high I rank her in my like upcoming wrestlers for the next 10 years. I'm expecting this to dominate the industry, and I feel like maybe it's just me, but I feel like ever since probably 2023, these NXT call ups, they just really haven't boosted.
Well, when it comes to instant call-ups, I have to kind of agree to a certain point because maybe besides Braun and Oba, no other call-ups WWE treats like a these guys are going to be on the posters for the next 10 years. Like
So, like, here's a really good example. We can have our discussion about this. Stephanie McCare, Julia. Been on main roster for about a year. What the fuck have they done? Stephanie McCare more say, Julia.
True, true,
I'm a
true.
start fan for it. So what they have done to Julia, it genuinely pisses me off.
True, true, true. I get you. I get you. But I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Our NXT call ups that we have gotten to the roster versus right now's call up to the roster, like let's go back 5 years.
Okay, so 2021.
Solo, we got Solo, we got Rhea Ripley kinda, we got EO, we got Dakota, we got LA Knight, we got Maxine Dupree for some weird ass reason. We had not too many decent call ups. I'm gonna be real with you. In the last 3 to 5 years, we have not got decent enough call ups for fan support wise. Now, don't get me wrong. If we would have went back 2 years before that and went to like 2019, 2018, then we got Adam Cole, then we got Keith Lee, then we got like all of these other names that could have made an
That's it.
impact. But after the first round of COVID call ups, you gotta admit, NXT was really looking like, man, let's see who we got. Because they wouldn't focus more on the independent wrestlers coming in. They was more worried about hey, let's go grab this chick from California that's good at snowboarding and turn her into an NXT champion.
that's
It was never it's killed the brand that we love for wrestling because now it's about trying to go get the next name that ain't out there yet. I don't give a fuck about the next name out there because the number one person that I care about is the wrestling fans. Wrestling matters. I'm not going to develop somebody for 3-4 years and put them on TV and make them a star when nobody knows them. I'm going to go get an indie guy that at least fairly 40 to 60% of my WWE audience could know.
And that's the thing.
That one nigga they just signed, the big dude they've been having like come out there and just fuck shit up on NXT.
The white dude, right? I forgot his name.
I forgot his name too, but I've seen some of his indie shit. I went on YouTube, did some research. The dude's solid. Like the guy reminded me of our mom.
I remember seeing his clip months and months ago before the WWE ID shit and all that stuff. I remember.
Yeah.
But he's raw.
And like everyone's insane here. Like you look at Oba. Let's look at Oba. Oba is one of the few times you took someone raw from another sport. And he's just like adapted to wrestling. Like very few times you see this. And I'm not a booker. I don't have a wrestling show. But if I had the pin, hey, how you booking Oba? He's dominating people. Give him a brutal fight with Sheamus. Have him win King of the Ring. Have him beat Roman Reigns. And instead of a running back him and Brock, why? Oh, we like money. That's why. But why? Like, yeah, I get it. It's a company. They need to make money. I'm not mad about that. But Oba is your next big thing, your Brock 02 to 04. And you're treating him like let's squash Otis. Was that a fun match? Yeah, I enjoyed myself. But we live in an age where if you're not shooting people up to the moon, most casual fans just go, oh, well, they buried him. Look at LA Knight. People gave WWE a million chances to push him. And now everyone online's going, LA Knight's dead. But who cares about LA Knight?
I got a buddy at work. He's a casual wrestling fan. He always is. I'm always asking him because I really don't keep up with Raw and SmackDown like that. You can ask the guys, but I'm always asking him. I'm like, where the fuck is LA Knight? What the fuck they doing with LA Knight? Because I remember 2 years ago, LA Knight had the fucking world in his hand and should have been a world champion, but yet they keep pulling him off fucking TV because God knows fucking why.
It makes me mad because like people forget that I'm one that always say this. Not every world champion has to be 6, 8, 9+ months. You could give LA Knight a cool 2, 3 months.
I'm about to go straight sicko mode. Darby Allin is the greatest example right now why you don't need a world champion to last fucking
Yes.
9,
Yes.
7 fucking months. Darby Allin has been doing his shit and he's only had that belt less than a fucking month.
But say he'll probably lose that title today, but we will remember this reign a lot more than we would.
I'm gonna get my predictions. I'll double or nothing later, but like, yeah, we don't need long title reigns, and I don't understand where this stigma has come from of, oh, if you become a world champion, your reign has to be half a year, 9 months, a year plus.
Fans.
We've seen how badly they've gone. Most recent example I can give, Cody Rhodes after he won it at WrestleMania 40.
But say it's what happened with that really, in my opinion, comes Cody's reign after 40. I made a video about this actually literally yesterday. Shameless plug, I know, but I said in the video that I knew he was getting a year long because you just beat Roman Reigns. You just ended the longest historic reign in modern wrestling history, and you're gonna okay, he needs a year, and then you give half of that reign to a stupid ass solo. Bloodline 2.0, more Bloodline lore. Yay, I'm so excited. And then you give him a 1-month feud with Logan Paul, and you didn't at least make him a double champion to make him more of a threat. Then he's bitched out by Kevin Owens and a washed up Cena. I love Cena, but Cena was not that great in that WrestleMania 41 match. And then he gets interference by what? Travis Scott loses the belt, and most people remember that reign from his great match with AJ Styles and losing because of Travis Scott and Rock not showing up. You ruined Cody's first reign, and ever since that, no one wants him as world champion because everyone's like, "Oh, it's gonna be boring again." His second, after he beat Cena, he faced Drew McIntyre 4 times, 4 times
concurrently, not different, concurrently.
And then his current reign, he's been champion for 80 days, I think. And guess what? He's done 1 defense, Randy Orton. His second one will be next Sunday versus Gunther, which he'll probably lose. So,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Vaughn, what's your thoughts on these conversations? You've been a little quiet in the background.
I'm saying, Von, that's big quiet. I know he got some shit.
Man, first of all, with Cody, like I said before one episode, WWE is treating the WWE Championship like the 24/7 belt. It's like he'll lose it, and then they'll give it right back to him. He haven't really fought nobody that's like, damn, let people miss Cody with the belt. Like, you know what? I kind of want to see him champion again.
Such a good job with that with Drew McIntyre, then they fucked it all up.
Yeah. And then, okay, we were just talking about the LA Knight. See, this is the topic. Like, all right, me and Jesse had this. LA Knight had the big push with the fans, but that damn WWE or TKO, I just feel like they just don't see him as that big guy as holding the title. Like, that's just me. Like, it's the same with Sami Zayn. Like, how
Fine, I agree with you. 'Cause, I mean, at this point, they've shown us time and time again that they can put the work in, that they got the crowd reception, that, like, we're trying to Bryan Danielson this shit again, but they're not folding for it.
Yeah. And I think with WWE, they kind of scared to, push who they want to sell out of seats, put in seats. Like, oh damn, we want to put him as the face. Because don't get me wrong, LA Knight, I could see him being a good champion for the company. But
yeah.
WWE, like, you know what? Fuck all that. Let's just bring the tribal chief back. And let's put CM Punk old asses back as champion. He's gonna sell regardless.
Wait. I get you. I agree with you that that LA Knight should have been a world champion. But let me just say this shit. As much bullshit as wrestling fans give Jey Uso for having the yeet shit, I'm not trying to have my world champion just walk around backstage doing segments. You want a title match? Yeah, you can get one. Hey, you want to fight in the backstage for 35 minutes and then don't be on the pay-per-view at all when we defend it? Yeah. Hey, LA Knight, you want to go do 17 Slim Jim commercials and then go do 5 Make-A-Wish kids? Give them a pair of glasses and just say, yeah, 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 yeah. That shit is going to be so annoying. So for the fact of people saying LA Knight should be world champion, y'all literally bullshitted and bombarded Jey Uso for having the yeet shit for as long as he
Yeah.
did and got over with the crowd. And once he won gold, it was kind of like, oh, well, I
See,
guess this is cool.
see,
It's
this
going
what
to be the
WWE.
same thing for LA Knight, and people are going to say, "Oh, well, they just didn't give it to him soon enough." You're
See what
not
WWE.
sticking on to that because you know damn well WWE is not going to see him as a storyline champion. He is the people's babyface, so therefore he's going to be on your commercials. He's going to be on y'all TV every single week as a good dude. He not gonna get down and dirty. He gonna give kids t-shirts. He gonna throw his glasses out like he Bret fucking Hart. And then now we sitting here thinking to ourselves, damn, we really gave 6 months of LA Knight being world champion. Y'all are gonna drain it and then y'all gonna dog it right next to Jey Uso reign.
Nah, I
That's
ain't
how
gonna
I feel
lie.
about that.
This where the creativity should have come in place. My bad, Cree. See, with
You
LA
good? You
Knight,
good?
I feel like they should have been dropped that. Yeah, that shit would have been going on for what, the past couple of years. If they would have did him like see,
Mm.
I could see LA Knight like more of a tweener, like a Stone Cold Steve Austin. If they would have packaged him like more like a Stone Cold Steve Austin type of charisma, I wouldn't have no issues with it.
I think my thing with this, like we're talking about Sammy too a little bit, and like Sammy's like being like a heel. I guess what they're trying to do with that because that's kind of stupid. You know why they're doing this Sammy heel thing or borderline heel thing? Because this company doesn't have a book for shit. Gunther, if Gunther beats Cody, I need you all to mentally prepare for Sammy beating Gunther next year at WrestleMania.
Talk your shit. Nah, because I see it right now. You're right. They're going to Saudi. I've always
Exactly.
had
See,
that. I've always had that in my fucking head.
but so as soon as he
I got
announced
you.
Saudi, I'm like, oh god, it's happening.
I got you. And I mean, I like that idea for Sami Zayn. And then Vaughn, like you said, I like the idea of making him like a Stone Cold. But you know, the number one thing this generation of wrestling fans like to act like isn't a thing?
AJ.
Recycling old shit. So
True.
therefore, if LA Knight came out like Stone Cold Steve Austin and been like, "Oh, I beat your ass," and then do the yeah shit, it's like, "Oh, okay, nigga, you just bootleg Stone Cold." It's like we don't really need that. And then when he get taken to the back, when he get put to the back of the line and everything, now it's like, oh damn, we could have gave that shit to LA Knight. People are just so slow at forgetting the idea of wrestling storylines, whether it's the say we doing the factions. Let's just mention the bloodline one more time. Before the bloodline and everything, Randy Orton had Legacy. We had the Authority. We had Ministry of Darkness. We've had all of these other different factions and foundations and everything that showed dominance throughout the time of WWE history. Hell, even the biggest one before any of this shit, the Four Horsemen. Everybody act like, WWE and wrestling is just using the same shit ever. No shit. The wrestling business has been a era of recycling what's new and what's old. Oh, hey, we're gonna throw in this new storyline. Oh, but that reminds me of this storyline. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Hell, we've
Oh,
seen factions,
Yeah.
we've seen factions grow and not do shit after the first 3 months of that faction.
hey,
We need any examples? American Made. American Made low key could have had the mid card on fucking rap. Chad Gable as a NIC championship. The motherfucking what's them the goddamn brothers, the Creed brothers.
Yeah. Yeah.
These niggas could have had the tag titles on lock. Ivy now would have been a shoe in for goddamn intercontinental
Hey,
championship
I will
matches
say,
because she's
I will say, WWE really did piss me off when they had Chad Gable disappear and they set him up to be like, he was like, "Hey, when I come back, I need y'all to be on some shit," and they just never did shit. That shit pissed me clean off because I was like,
they would
they
lose in
could
the
book it.
dumbest ways. Like they would almost win the tag belts, and some stupid interference would cost them like 2, 3 weeks in a row.
And shit with Ivy Nile,
Yeah,
some stupid
yeah.
shit would happen with the IC championship.
What are we doing?
but yeah, like
Hey, I
getting
can't.
onto that and everything, it's like WWE and wrestling fans who love WWE are just so set up on this idea of, hey, let's go back and live some nostalgia moments. So let's say Sami Zayn gets his boyhood dream. Do you then compare that to him being a crowd favorite like Jeff Hardy and winning? Or do you do it as Shawn Michaels as the man who tried and tried and tried and finally got to it? Because even if you compare it to Shawn Michaels, you'd be wrong. Because Shawn Michaels was always going to get that title regardless.
Yeah.
Everybody seen Shawn Michaels had the aura, he had the attire, he had the ring gear, he had the hose, he had the dudes for a little bit. That nigga did Playboy. Like the nigga Shawn Michaels was gonna get to the top, or else he was gonna start selling ass and doing cocaine. One of the two,
I'm not
because he
gonna
was
lie.
already doing one of the two. I'm gonna let y'all
I'm
guess which one it was, but that's all I'm gonna say on it. But you can't compare it to Jeff Hardy either, because therefore Jeff Hardy has been loved his entire career for doing everything. We've had moments where we've legit could not stand Sami Zayn. Great wrestler, but his character outside of the wrestling for these last couple years have been kind of mid. The bloodline kind of revived that, and then it went somewhere else. So now,
I'm
where do you put Sami Zayn when it comes to winning this title? Does he
I'm
win
not
it
gonna
as a face? Does he win it as a heel? Which side helps
I,
the company more? A heel Sami Zayn winning or a face?
I'm not gonna lie. You know how you just went back and said how stuff being recycled? This shit kind of reminds me when Kofi won the WWE championship. If Sammy
Mm.
wins, think about it like that. Like, remember how Kofi, how everybody was pushing all Kofi never won a title. He was a good mid carder. You know, he been a multiple time tag team champion, the mid card belt champion, and then he got that one big boyhood moment winning the WWE title. Then after that, after he won it, what happened? That brain went to shit.
But you know
Mhm.
what's crazy? You know, it also reminds me of too. They're trying to erase Daniel Bryan's moment, WrestleMania 30. Any guy who didn't belong here, he didn't belong here. He doesn't belong. He's a B tier player. He's always been mid. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're bullshit propaganda. Sami Zayn, same way, came on the Indies. He's just an indie B tier guy. But guess what? He almost beat Roman. But this time he could beat Gunther, beat WWE champion, and like everyone's there. It's a feel good moment. Forget about WrestleMania 30, guys. It never happened.
Yeah.
Brian Danielson, who?
That's what I'm saying.
But
Everybody wants to try to be like, oh hey, WWE is getting old with the same shit. But yet, these last 7 years has literally been boyhood dream moments. And the last time we've seen a genuine, and I do mean genuine, WrestleMania moment is like you said, Daniel Bryan has been the last one that where it felt like WWE didn't want to listen to the fans, but you knew you had no choice but to. With these guys and everything else like that, it's now like, okay, it's either this person wins right now or he's a bust. Either he gets this world title win right now, or else it's like, what the fuck were we cheering for? Now, granted, that's a fair statement for wrestling fans. But when you're going to then turn your back on it 3 months later, when you like, oh, okay, this is kind of tiring. I guess I could see somebody else with the belt. The fuck are you speaking your opinion for then? You gonna say, oh, I love this now, and then you gonna hate this shit in 3 months. So WWE is gonna
Hmm.
be damned if they do, damned if they don't. Because now the idea of it is, which one of these motherfuckers can I drain the most fan support from? And it's fucked up that it's going to have to be Sami
And
Zayn.
And I agree with Jesse there because I mean we see that happen a lot where we support a wrestler to chase them wanting to get the title, but they finally get the title, and you see all those same fans immediately turn on them.
It's like Jess was saying, he keeps hitting at it. I'm like, that's how I'm gonna say it for him. WWE's biggest problem is nostalgia. WWE
Mm.
loves to remind you when you're like 10. Hey, remember that time when you were 12 and this guy did this? But there's a new guy doing it and you're 20 now. So now it's cool because now you're older, you can buy tickets and come see the show now. And like, look, some moments have felt good. Like Kofi's moment, I enjoy because I'm a big Kofi guy. Kofi's one of my favorite wrestlers. That may be crazy, but I love me a good Kofi match.
That's not
Same thing
crazy to
with
say.
Cody had a good moment too. Dusty Rhodes is an icon. Cody finishes story. That's a really sentimental moment. But not every champion has to finish some kind of story or agenda. Like that'd be like if I made every time I made a YouTube video, I was like, I should be a million subscribers channel because I've been wanting my whole life. Please subscribe. Like people get sick of hearing that shit. Like yeah, everyone wants a million subscribers. Everyone wants to be famous on YouTube. That's and like I see like with this with Sammy, yeah, that'd be a cool moment. And like yeah, Sammy has worked his ass off. But like on the other hand, how many boyhood dreams like you said can we have? We've had 5 in the last decade. We're repeating bloodline lore still going on. We got just many lore still going on for 4 or 5 years. And next thing you know, they're gonna have freaking and given a few more years, when Bloodline turns like 10 years old in 2030, oh, here's original Bloodline merch. Buy it with a big shop. You remember 10 years ago in 2020? Like, I don't care. I was there. I was in high school watching it. Like, I don't even remind me what I did a few years ago. Same thing with the Attitude Era.
All
How
the bloodline really is low key is just a Samoan DX, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
You're right.
Niggas really want to go.
Respectfully.
No, that's talk about is the Samoan DX.
I mean, it. The only reason why I say that is because Creed, you mentioned something right before you ended, Judge Scott. Right before you ended, you said WWE is gonna be like, oh hey, in 10 years, hey, come get your reunion bloodline merch because they're gonna do a one night event on Raw for 45 minutes, and then randomly 2 of them, even though they're retired, are gonna come to WrestleMania next year and fight.
Exactly.
It's the same thing they do with DX. There has never been a universe in the last 15 years of professional wrestling where you don't see a group tag together for real, but you always see wrestling merch compared to these guys. Roman Reigns, Bloodline merch, and everything else, that shit has never left. Whether they said we're a team or not, there's always been somewhere on WWE sites that you can go get you a Bloodline t-shirt. You can go get the first original Roman Reigns t-shirt right the fuck now when he decided to become the goddamn tribal chief. You can go get Jay Uso's Uso shirt before he turned into a bloodline member. You can go get a Sammy Uso t-shirt off a WWE site right now, even though they don't fuck with each other. It's the marketing side of it now to where WWE is gonna try to drain bloodline money out.
Ooh.
Also, I ain't gonna lie to you, I almost got the bloodline 12s yesterday. I'm gonna be real with you.
I
Almost.
forgot the post drops.
Hey,
I mean, like
you
you
know,
were saying, like, was it 24's War Game? They brought back the original Bloodline to sell merch. Roman didn't apologize to no one. They didn't tell. They could have told an amazing story of Roman actually becoming a decent character, a better man. But he was just like, I need you to be my lackeys again. Huh, I said ye. We cool, right? You traumatized my life. You beat my ass for 3 years. Go get someone else to help you.
You
They
beat
brought
my ass with a steel chair for like 3 minutes, and you think we
You,
finna be homeboys, nigga?
yeah, you
Low
call
key, you
me.
lucky I don't beat your kids up.
You
You
call me.
choked my brother out in front of me to force me to say I quit.
Exactly. You almost killed my brother on live television, so you could say you're the big dog of the
So you
family.
can prove a fucking point.
Exactly.
Like, like motherfucker, you muffed me in Saudi Arabia in front of all of these motherfuckers saying that we ain't family no more, and then you want to be like, hey, you remember that time when we played football when we were like 14? Fuck you.
Hey,
What are we talking about?
Hey, I know I traumatized your family and I choked you out, and I'm sorry I made fun of your uncle. But can you please help me beat up some other guys? Can you forgive me like for like one night?
They jumping me because I need help.
Hey,
Shit makes
you
no
know,
sense.
you know how y'all were just talking about nostalgia with WWE. You know what's crazy? How they how Brock just came back. They kind of took the page out of the Mark Henry segment.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
even
Back
think
that
about that,
one.
low key.
They low key did
Oh
it.
yeah,
Recycling in
Back
front of
that
our
one.
face.
And like, you know what's
motherfucker.
another thing we don't talk about? I thought we should talk about more. WWE loves the Attitude Era more than anything else.
Oh my god.
You will
Look at
see
2K. Look at the whole marketing and release for 2K26. That tells you everything you need to know.
like, look, as someone I wasn't alive during the time. I wasn't. My older brother was, but I wasn't. I went back and I've watched the Attitude Era. Is it great? Its highs are really high, but its lows are holy shit. WrestleMania 14, 15, 16 are really lackluster events. They're mostly
Look,
missing.
look, that's really talk about it. Niggas don't really want to talk about how WCW was putting hands on WWE for the longest time. Because it
Exactly.
was
Hmm.
actually WWE that was about to go out of
Exactly.
business before WWF really took off with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Now let's really
True.
talk about it.
True.
Oh,
True. True.
you want to go
True.
ahead, Jesse? I don't want to cut you off.
Are you
No,
good?
no, I got you. I got you. I just
Okay.
wanted to say this part real quick. Cause Bray, I'm with you. WCW was fucking them up on a lot of shit. Like the
For a
NWO,
long
when that
time.
first started, that probably was better than anything WWE had out right now. But my only problem with WCW is they started putting every fucking body in the NWO to the
You
point
right.
where they had to literally cut these niggas in half and then be like, y'all gonna be the Wolfpack NWO. Y'all gonna be
It's like
Hollywood NWO.
actually running around
Like,
of the
But
same
y'all
fucking.
still homies.
like
Like what the
it's crazy because if you want to talk about if you really want to talk about after 90 was it after 91 92 after Hogan left in 93, right? From 93 to like 96 97 WWE was basically dog shit. Let's be honest. WCW was hooping. Everything was hooping. Like you could call on WCW, you're getting solid quality shows, great pay-per-views, great stories, great wrestling. What WWE had? Doink the fucking clown. You had Diesel
The
be
Gobbledygooker.
yeah, it's like you had Diesel be world champion for over a year. Like I'm sorry, and then you get to the 97. Stone Cold is rising up. But WCW is still going. Why? Better wrestling, better story. And you know what they do? They double down on their cockiness. Like, oh, did you hear that Mick Foley, a WCW fan favorite, is the new world champion? Who was to watch that on Raw? Everyone watched like, oh my god, Mick Foley's the world champion? No way, let's go watch Mick Foley be world champion. And instead of,
Yeah,
shutting your mouth,
that shit didn't work out for them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
it,
That's fucked up.
They kept shooting themselves in the foot. WCW kept shooting themselves in the foot repeatedly during that time.
like, dude,
Yeah, that
we
was
had
fucked up.
I can't think of it. Is it David Arquette? They had Dewey from Scream be world champion for a week. Vince Russo was a world champion for 6 days. Vince Russo. Who wants Vince Russo as a fucking world champion? I'm sorry. That makes me mad thinking about it. You had greats like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Sting Company, and you're going out with like Vince Russo and freaking Darren. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad. Being world champion. And you're like, oh, why is WF beating us? Do I want to see Vince Russo and Hogan beef, or do I want to see Stone Cold Rock at WrestleMania 17 this weekend? It's such a hard choice for me, guys. I don't know.
Exactly. But actually, so what we gonna do now is we gonna get our final statements out, and then we gonna play Question Scramble. Question Scramble will be basically me going through this list of 300 wrestling questions, and each one of y'all will personally answer why y'all feel the way about these questions, the way they are presented to y'all. So, without further ado, Vaughn, finish up with yours, and then it'll be Bray, and then we'll move on.
I ain't gonna lie. The Attitude Era, I appreciate it because we kind of pushed the Ruthless Aggression era, but WWE needs to start promoting the Ruthless Aggression era more. It's like, how many goddamn packages of the Attitude Era we gonna get? We got 50 of them motherfuckers. I mean, we got 50 games based off that shit. You got WWE 13. Uh, uh, uh. Hell, if we want to go to 40 years of WrestleMania, that's part of the Attitude Era because you got fucking 50 damn characters from the Attitude Era. Like, promote ruthless aggression. When we gonna get a damn anniversary of the ruthless aggression? I
I
mean,
think
they need to
what the
start
issue
doing that. Like, hey, you
was
know what? This is
era,
the 20th, the 25th year of the ruthless when the ruthless aggression era took off. I like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate every era of wrestling because without the eras, we wouldn't get the wrestling we have today. But goddamn, it's either between the Attitude Era or the Golden Era that gets the more love. We ain't gonna forget that Ruthless Aggression had its own. It peaked too. Shit. I mean, we gonna be real. A lot of Ruthless Aggression wrestlers and merch was selling. We could not forget the SmackDown versus Raw. Everybody loved the fuck out of the SmackDown versus Raw series. The Here Comes the Pains, the all that. We gotta show love to Ruthless Aggression. Give it its flowers instead of going. If we're gonna go to nostalgic, let's go to Ruthless Aggression. Let's go more currently. I'm not trying to shit on Attitude Era, so anybody that's watching, oh, he hating on the Attitude Era. Sorry, old heads, ain't nobody shitting on it. But it's like, goddamn, like I'm gonna compare it to like this. You know how like people, like what, like for example, Nas. You know how people always talk about Illmatic when it comes to music.
Yeah.
This
mhm.
is what ruthless aggression is to WWE. How many fucking anniversaries gonna get from that shit? Like it's other eras to this shit. You don't see nobody talk about the '70s of wrestling, don't you? Nope. But it's always the Attitude Era or the damn Golden Era. But mostly the Attitude Era. That's all I'm gonna say. Just show love to ruthless aggression.
Nah, I'm with you.
No, I agree with you, Vaughn. I think what the issue is with the ruthless aggression era compared to the attitude era was they was doing so much shit that they really can't get away with on TV now, even with having Raw on fucking Netflix, that they try to not really talk about that era so much. And I think that's what the real big issue is. Like, I don't think it's necessarily they don't want to talk about the ruthless aggression era because they understand. I mean, that's how we got the big hitters we got now. That's how we have John Cena. That's how we have Randy Orton. That's how we have Brock Lesnar. That's how we have all these bigger stars. But I think the issue is we still have those guys in the company. None of the
Mm-hmm.
guys from the Attitude Era are still wrestling. And if they are, they're not really doing crazy stuff. We still have a lot of the big hitters from the Ruthless Aggression era still within the company. So I think as more time progresses and we get past the Ruthless Aggression, more of those guys retire or move on and do whatever, that's when we'll see WWE kind of start to more hopeful start giving more love to the Ruthless Aggression era. Because I do agree with you. They do need to show that shit a lot more love, especially with it being the 25th, I mean, the 20th, yeah, 5th anniversary of that shit kicking off.
Nah, I'm with you, low key. I mean, Vaughn, you low key hit it on the head. I dead ass didn't really think about it as I would have thought, low key, about the ruthless aggression era, low key being the ugly stepsister. That that's real though. That's real, honestly. Shit, Creed, you got anything you wanna add on to that?
I'll say this real quick so we can get to the questions. The problem, like I think another reason why they kind of had Roots in the Christian era is because the reason why it ended was because of the Benoit stuff. And a lot of the big moments like WrestleMania 20, he's a part of it. And like, no offense, you can't go. He may have killed his family, but play the match on the game. Like, no, that's you just can't slide on the rug. You just can't forget about that kind of thing. You know, it's not like he stole a woman's purse or he punched a puppy. He killed people. They're like, yeah, that's unfucking forgivable. Excuse my language, but some things just cannot be forgiven in history, and that's one of the things.
And
Nah.
I wanted to say this too, because you know, like how we had like Triple H from the Attitude Era, hell, Booker T from the WCW versus Attitude Era. A lot of them motherfuckers' best years was in the Ruthless Aggression era. You had King Booker, You had the evolution with Triple H. Then the I'll say Triple H best heel run was in the fucking ruthless aggression era. So it's like I feel like okay, if you do it like this and just if we get a game, play the best moves. Even with the Ben Wall situation, it's a way we could work around that because hell, it's a lot of fucked up shit in the WWE. We gonna be real,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just feel like they should just do it like that. Hell, Hulk Hogan had a fucking big run in the ruthless aggression era. What to tell you? Like it's a lot they could work with.
I agree.
You know what? I'm gonna leave Hulk Hogan alone. I was gonna say something about him, but you know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let you have that one, Vaughn.
Hey, no, I'm just
Now,
saying I might not fuck with Hulk Hogan, but I'm just saying like
oh, I
you
know you,
the
you just said his name, and that shit just triggered like a
yeah
bunch of
yeah
anger in my head.
yeah,
Low
but
key, I ain't gonna lie to
like
you.
it's like the hell they go back to time with that nigga anyway, so it's like hell if y'all gonna do that shit, y'all can go to the ruthless aggression era too.
True.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's like WWE is so fucking tiring with this Hulk Hogan shit. Do you not know every single time WWE television starts or whatever, for at least the first like 15 years of my wrestling fan experience, the way they always started wrestling out was some old ass gray wrestling clip of somebody wrestling in 1964. And then right
Mm.
after that is Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant. Like we didn't see four other niggas body slam Andre the Giant beforehand. Respectfully, I get it, but respectfully, I don't give a fuck if you are a Golden Age fan and you ain't gonna like this. I got the biggest motherfucking hangnail on my toe you bitches can bite off because that is the most overrated, overused, over tyrant thing to make somebody career off of. One power slam made Hulk Hogan into the greatest person of all time to most wrestling fans off of one of those. If that's the case, Lex Luger should be number two because he did it. He did that
Yeah,
shit on a boat.
yeah. It- you want to know something crazy? Like I'll double down for you. I got you on this one. Hogan is so beyond his time now that Hogan shouldn't be in the top 10 conversation. If we're talking all time WWE, he can't be top 10. And yeah,
Mm-mm.
and like you may say, that, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. People put him top 10 because how much money he moved in the 80s. Personally, I don't give a shit about how much money you move. I don't have that money. I ain't rich as shit right now. I'm not. So outside that, what's he got? Like a body slam, an OK match with Warrior at WrestleMania 6. Hey,
A
Hogan in the
leg
bank,
drop, a
the leg
bandana,
drop.
a yellow t-shirt.
Hogan in the bank is waiting WrestleMania 9 to beat Yokozuna in less than 20 seconds. Like he don't move me. We'll go back watching stuff in Japan. Hey, what's so slow and boring there? What's so cool? He did what a Hurricanrana once, an awful one, my add. Whoa, so cool. Yeah, dude, you can meet a hobo who could do that junk now. Like I'm not moved. I'm not moved. Like
You,
Ah,
y'all got it. Y'all got
bro.
it.
and like
Y'all
yeah, if
got
you want to get
it. Do
personal
y'all
too
feel the
about it,
same way I feel? We good.
if you want to get personal about it, yeah, he's a racist asshole who was bad on steroids, and like I'm sorry, people give him too much credit.
There were so
And
many
coked out half the
there
time
were so
too.
many better
What was
wrestlers after his
what
time that were
like
better than him. The reason why Hulk Hogan got over it, a nigga can suck my dick. I'm gonna say this. He politicked his ass.
Cook,
That
cook.
is the reason why Hulk Hogan is so loved and whatever. I mean, come on now, the Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage. Come on now, man. Don't fucking play with me. Ric Flair. There were so many better wrestlers at the time than Hogan. The reason Hogan was so over is he politicked his ass.
And
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 too?
that's what makes me mad about Hogan because people want to sit here and go, well, Hogan's too great because of his impact. Yeah, guess what? He made a lot of money with the company. He saved the company in a dark time. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. But every other category in wrestling, so many people just pass him. It's wrestling. How you can name 50 people right now that clears him in wrestling right now. His promo skills, Macho Man,
One
Hot
memorable Hulk
Rod
Hogan promo.
easily cleared him in the 80s.
Tell you one memorable Hulk Hogan promo.
Hey,
That's all I'm
hey,
saying. Before I finish up what I'm saying, Vaughn, not to cut you off, I'm gonna let you get the final word. But now I see that anybody who talks about the golden age and then the top five wrestlers of them golden ages, number one will always be Hulk Hogan. So now I'm going to clip this personally and say this right here. If you are a Golden Age wrestling fan, give me 5 Hulk Hogan matches from the Golden Era that is not Ultimate Warrior versus him at SummerSlam or not him versus goddamn Macho Man Randy Savage. Or matter of fact, fuck it. Andre the Giant and him at Mania 2. Take away those 3 matches, give me 5 more Hulk Hogan matches in the Golden Era where you went, damn, Hulk Hogan really is the fucking GOAT.
and I want to say before we move on, I don't want to shit on the golden era, but let's be real. A lot of the golden era wrestlers wasn't hitting no shit either. You got
I
goddamn
will. Y'all
Coco
had Repo
Beware,
Man. Y'all
Repo
had a
Man.
nigga named Repo Man wrestling.
I mean,
That's
hey, but but you can't tell Golden Era fans that because the
No.
moment you do, oh, you just a hater. You just hating on greatness. But I'm not hating on greatness. But we just gonna be real. Y'all want to shit on current wrestlers, but y'all maybe had maybe 5 top stars at the most. But the rest of them was some bullshit. The fucking
Exactly.
Doink the Clown.
Exactly. Like I'm sorry, but Sergeant Slaughter and Hogan at WrestleMania 7 doesn't move me. That's just two grown men hugging each other out of breath for 20 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm not moved.
they had a 5-on-5 midget match.
That's
T-
right.
They had a 5-on-5 midget match. Respectfully, I know that the terminology midget might seem a little distasteful to some people. I'm sorry, but y'all had Jerry the King Lawler find 5 midgets, and then y'all wanted Bret Hart to find 5 midgets, and then switched it to Shawn Michaels to find 5 midgets to go wrestle as in a Survivor Series match. The pinnacle of our wrestling universe relies on 3 events: SummerSlam, Mania, and then what would y'all say? What would y'all
Royal
say
Rumble.
right now? It is
Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble.
the
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble easily.
Okay, so let's go to the golden era of that then. Rumble. In the golden era, Andre the Giant saw a snake that he could have stumped the fucking life out of, but I ain't never seen a big ass motherfucker jump out the ring like he did just because he didn't want to deal with a fucking snake. SummerSlam, the midgets. Wrestle fucking Mania, y'all decided to let Hulk Hogan beat Yokozuna after he just beat Bret Hart to win the title, not even 2 minutes before that. Y'all let a nigga who wasn't even scheduled to wrestle at Mania because of an incident walk out with a big ass black eye and then go get the title that the man just lost. I'm sorry, Bray, say this situation. If this was me to y'all, say y'all just got beat up and somebody took $50 from y'all. And then I say, hey, bro, that's fucked up. And I go beat up the nigga that took your $50 and I put it in my pocket.
He basically said, "Yeah, man, sorry about that, but I need this gas money more," and just leaves. And he just leaves.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, the golden era of wrestling has always been fucked up too. There's never been a situation where it should be called the golden era. That shit should be the bronze era of wrestling because it was only 3 niggas that you saw on television that really made the money. If it wasn't Randy Savage and Slim Jim, if it wasn't Hogan telling you to eat your goddamn vitamins and secretly call your friends the N word behind their back, or it wasn't Ric Flair wearing Versace,
I'm
nobody else
sorry.
cares about that type of shit.
Like
Respectfully.
it's crazy because people want to sit here and go, "Oh, without this era, wrestling would be where it's at." No, you know what's something we don't give a credit to? Every WrestleMania after Hogan leaves, after 9, after his last WrestleMania appearance, 9, every WrestleMania slowly starts getting better. Better wrestling, better stuff. Why? Because I'm sorry, I don't want to watch a 6'5" man jacked on steroids, can barely move, do leg drops for 20 minutes. I want Bret Hart. I want Shawn Michaels. I want Mr. Perfect. I want Hot Rod. I want Stone Cold, The Rock. I want people that can actually wrestle. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not moved by. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna be racist. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not moved by that. Like, that's not my cup of tea.
And they asked me
Exactly.
how
You
to.
know what?
I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, I got you. That Retro Mania, brother. Ah.
Let's move on because we might need to come back and just shit on the golden era a little bit more respectfully.
I
We
Yeah.
got.
we
I'm
just gonna
down.
go
I
directly
got
to
so
that.
much to say. I'm so down. You have no idea.